Hello and welcome to a very long overdue episode of A New Horizon. It's actually not terribly overdue from the last episode, but what we're doing today is extremely overdue. As much as I like these lockers and the crates and stuff, it's not enough. I need something a little bit more manageable for item storage, and today we're going to fix that. Between this episode and last, I was busy getting my mining on, so I managed to get a fairly good amount of magical essence, and I was able to start growing Certus quartz crops, which has been a real boon. You could probably see where this is going. And because I have this, I'm able to actually create the ore, which is exceptionally nice because I have a Fortune 3 hammer. So just to give you an idea of the kind of turnaround I get on this stuff, I have a bit of the Certus quartz essence in my inventory now. We're going to go ahead and craft it up into blocks. For every 8 of these essence, you can make 4 ore blocks. And I got a zombie stuck up there. That's what's making noise. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to go over here. I have my little bit of it set aside already. Oh, apparently I took care of it all. But anyway, we're just going to go ahead and put it in a box pattern, and then we're just going to craft everything. Okay, so we got 20 quartz ore. We're going to pop it in the barrel real quick to make sure it's the right kind, and then we're going to take it out. So right now I have 32 stacked up. We're just going to go ahead and lay this down. Alright, and as soon as we get this, we're just going to plow through it with a hammer. Alright. We have to make sure we put one in the center there so it's really easy. Alright, so right now in my person I have nothing in the way of quartz. So let's just plow through this. So as you can see, this has really done good things to my quartz production. That's just a ton of quartz, and really the only thing that it took was time for it to grow. I have more than enough set aside now, including some nether quartz, though that was a bit of manual work, to get started on a AE storage system. Rather than do the typical AE thing, though, I'm actually going to be using this room down here, and these are just mock-ups for a structure I'm going to be building. Instead of just doing the traditional ME drive, store it all on a little disk and be done with it, I'm going for something a little probably overcomplicated and unwieldy, but something I really like the idea of. And we're actually going to be combining aspects of applied energistics and the BetterStorage mod. Before we get started, though, I need to go ahead and get a few more things down here and organized. I have most of what I'll need right here. I've also set up a pulverizer and redstone furnace, so it's not have to go up and down stairs while processing things. Alright, let's see. Actually, I should be good to go. I just need to get rid of some of this stuff I don't need. It's like the Certus quartz, I actually won't need it, but what I will need is I'll need to get some wood, because I'm going to have to make some quartz knives. Alright, let's go ahead and dump this off for now. We'll get it later. Never thought I'd be to the point where I'd be dumping off quartz. That's awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and take the lumber axe and get chopping. Okay, so I was going to go chop some trees, but something interesting happened. There's a bleeping ent down there. I don't know if that's hostile. I'm thinking it might be, but I have no idea why it's here. I've not seen these guys before. Oh yeah, he looks to be hostile. Get away. Oh yeah, he's hostile. Okay, I seem to have upset him. Maybe it was the tree chopping. Holy! Okay. So I have a feeling that might have been a byproduct of growing the witchery trees, perhaps? If I can get away from him, I know an easy way to take care of him. Oh, that's awesome. He's causing stuff to grow? Oh, this gives me ideas. Yes, it does. Okay, I need to capture him. Alright, let's just go around. I really hope I didn't lose my chance to capture this guy. He seemed to be fairly quick on causing things to grow. Yeah, let's just go into the forest. It looks like trees and could be hiding this thing anywhere. This cannot possibly be a bad idea. Okay, I don't see him over there. There's a squid. I think he despawned. Well, darn. That would have been really awesome to capture him. Let's make sure, is he over here? I wonder if it just spawns randomly if you chop down those trees. Alright, so we'll just keep the lasso on us in case we see another one during the course of the episode or whatnot. Anyway, so I've got my wood. I can go ahead and get ready to start doing the AE stuff. Let's go ahead and replant saplings. But I definitely want to look into trying to capture one of those, because it was causing that grass to grow fairly quickly as if it were being bone mealed, and I'm hoping that I can actually abuse that in a farm. So next time what we'll do is we'll go ahead and try to get a lasso on one of them and a name tag to make sure it doesn't despawn. And I'm not above enslaving the local wildlife to do my bidding. Anyway, so we do have some wood now. We're just going to go ahead and make some sticks and chests, I believe. For now, we'll just make planks. Alright, so to get started, what we need to do, we need to make a fairly decent amount of flux dust. We'll go ahead and we'll take half the stack of nether quartz. We'll take an equal amount of the Certus quartz dust. You know, let's do it that way. Alright, so what... That was stupid. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and pulverize the quartz dust, and then we're going to mix it together to create the flux dust. Alright, let's go ahead and set this to applied energistics. Is there a space in that? There is, okay. Okay, so here we have, these are all the items in the Applied Energistics mod. So right now the main thing that we're going to be focusing on is I need to, of course, make some quartz cutting knives, and I will be making many pieces of silicon, flux crystals, processor assemblies. Really what the backbone of my network is going to be based off of is going to be the storage buses. So, I mean, I'm going to need at least one crafting terminal. That'll definitely make things easier. I'm not going to go ahead and make a crafting CPU yet. That'll be a project for a later day. For now, I just need to simplify my storage. Alright, so that's all done. We are just going to mix these up. There's redstone involved, isn't there? Yep, redstone. Alright, there we go, flux. So I need to make an ME controller. Alright, and I will just need 4 flux crystals, an advanced processor, and iron. Why did I think I could use the flux dust to make the flux crystals? Alright, so I will need 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have the redstone on me. furious clicking in the background. There we go. Alright, I also need the advanced processor, which takes silicon, 2 redstone, diamond, and a quartz cutting knife, which is just 2 sticks, 2 quartz, and an iron. So, take 2 of those. I'll also need 1 of those. Actually, I'd rather use the Certus for this. I have a surplus of it. Give me sticks. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and burn up some of the Certus. Tell you what, let's actually grab a handful of it. I'm going to need quite a few of these. If not now, I can use them later. Alright, and diamond. Oh, what I don't have though is redstone. Alright, so diamond, silicon, redstone, and quartz. As you can tell, this is very exciting. I'm sure most of you have set up a AE system before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get my system. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get the majority of the pieces put together, and then I'll show you how we're going to be assembling it. Alright, so right now I am just waiting for some stuff to cook up in the redstone furnace. And while that's going on, I'm just touching up the walls in here. I'm pretty much going to be doing the same boring design that I have for the majority of this place. It's going to be stone brick walls, and since we're on the basement floor, we have the basalt pavers, and we're going to have the limestone brick ceiling, which is what we got in here. Not terribly interesting, but consistent. And I replaced the cobblestone posts I had with the marble brick. I think that looks a little bit better. Not too terribly... Hey, get in there. I'm not too terribly worried about the way that this is going to look in regards to color. I'm not going to be down here too terribly much. Plus, I'm actually going to have a little bit more of a color palette than just those 3 things once I have everything set up. Get you down from there. Alright, so let's go ahead and tear out this wall. Oh, hey, quartz. Okay, now with everything cleared down here, it's a fairly simple process of just, tiling up the stone brick. Luckily, I found a builder's wand fairly early on in this, so I can actually take the super duper easy way out and just do this all the way across. Oh, I love those things so much. We'll worry about that wall after the hammer repairs up a bit. Besides, I can't actually use the hammer around here. Some of these are covers, I believe. Yeah. I don't want to take out the piping and stuff for the algae plant. Alright, and we'll just go ahead and build across. I really do like those wands. The question I'm going to run into is how high do I want to have the roof here? If I leave it even to here, let's see, what's 3, and that's 2. So I actually wouldn't need to raise the roof any, I would just need to put up the limestone bricks. That's not too terrible, or too terribly onerous at all, so it's I might just leave it like that. I plan on insetting some glowstone illuminators in here to provide lighting, because I really don't want to have the torches. And when I do that, I'm actually just going to go ahead and make enough to attack the entire basement without needing any torches. Because right now they look really, really bad. So first up on my list of things to make for the AE system is I need to go ahead and create some storage buses. To do this, I'm going to need 6 conversion matrix for what I have planned, which happens to require 6 of the basic processors, which I've already made up, and then I'm going to need a good amount of the Certus quartz and nether quartz, as well as some iron. So let's go ahead and get into this bit. Okay, 6. For this, I need to go ahead and make some ME cable, and I also need glass. I'm going to need at least 18 glass for the, oh, that's done cooking. It's over here, isn't it? I feel moderately stupid. Okay, so let's go ahead and make some ME cables. I'm going to need more, which means I'm going to need more glass. Alright. We'll make as many as we can for now. Oh, so freaking close. Alright. Go ahead and have that cook up. So while that's doing its thing, we'll go ahead and make the storage bus. You know, I'm going to need even more cable than I thought. Hooray for being prepared. Alright. What am I missing? I have the ME interface. I have iron. I wonder why it wouldn't go then. Alright, and I just need to get... I need to get a little bit more iron, actually, and I need to get more ME cables. So there's the iron. That was easy. Okay, so we're doing good here. Let's go ahead and clear this for now. I need to make another one of these things, which requires the ME cable first. Alright, and I'm now at glass again. I've got to find a quicker way to make glass, that's just so slow. Alright, so ME interface, ME cable. Our ingots. Alright, I need one more. That was so close. So close. Alright, so we have storage buses now. At a later point, I need to make these fuzzy storage buses, but I will worry about that later. I know I have more than enough cotton up there, I just need to actually take the time to harvest it. Alright, so next up on the agenda is I need quite a bit of the cabling for this. We'll go ahead and get started with what we have right here. So we're just going to go ahead and lay it out. And this entire trench on each side here is just basically going to get laid out with a ME cable. My actual ME controller is going to be in the wall over here. So in an effort to save a bit of run space on these cablings, rather than say bridge them across the center and then go over or whatnot, I'm just going to go ahead and have each bit run into the system, which we'll be able to access from a terminal right here. Let's go ahead and put a paver there just for... Okay. And what's going to happen is I'm going to take these ME storage buses, and they're actually going to connect to storage crates. That one I need to put back down again. You can tell if these things are working right because if you've noticed this little dark line right here, if you put it down right, that goes away. So right now this is counting as one inventory. And basically you just need to make sure that you look at the piece and hit shift while you're placing it. And the brilliant thing about these storage crates are you can actually expand their inventory, or make them have more items in their contents, whatever you want to call them. You can increase that just by adding an additional layer. And I rather like the look of it. I think it's kind of interesting, and we can go ahead and put the stairs in like that to make something that's a little bit different from what you would normally expect. Let's go ahead and put this in here. I can actually rotate this using the battle wrench, I think. Nope, I need an actual crescent hammer. Alright, we'll go ahead and pick this back up then. There we go. So here we have it, storage room more or less complete. So right now I have the only access terminal for it right here. I'm actually going to run a line up to my second floor, up where I have my lockers now. There's actually going to be an access terminal instead of the lockers. When I set up my auto processing, it's actually not going to be up there, it's going to be down here. And so is my auto crafting. It is going to be in this little area here out of sight, so whenever I need to set anything up to autocraft, the machines will be back in this room, which I'll just push this wall out as I need to. Right about now I think we're under the chicken coop, or we're pretty freaking close to it. I've not added a ceiling to this yet just because this is a rough room at the moment, it's not really functional. But I do have access to the ME controller, so I can pair a wireless thing if I need to. And I just use some upside down stairs to at least make it look kind of interesting, though without anything up here it looks kind of eh. I'm probably going to continue with the limestone ceiling in here, even though I switched to junglewood floor. Yeah, it's not going to be too terrible. Let's go ahead and hit that again. I like these storage levers. The one over here is actually a button. Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and swap, see what happens. To do this, what I ended up doing is just getting some red alloy wire and some of the jacketed ones. This is actually made up of covers right now, so there's actually the cable running straight down through here, and it turns onto a torch NOT gate. So as long as this is off, that's on, drawbridge is up. I turn this on, the drawbridge loses power, and then it retracts. Okay, so button's right there. So if you notice the button works, but it's a limited time pulse. I would need to have one on each side. And really, there's no point for me having this close itself. It's only going to be open when I open it. So the lever is the better solution for me. Alright, that is the correct direction. We need to install the servo in here though. Servo is installed. Let's see what is on the chest. Okay, swap that around, right click. We want to tell it to do stack size, 64, ignore redstone, and do everything. There we go. So the real trick here is going to be being to see if I can go ahead and let's put that back. Okay, that chest is now empty. This one's got junk in it. Let's pick it up and put her down. Nice. Alright, so this is definitely going to simplify me getting everything I have into my ME system. I'm not going to bore you all with watching this go through. This is going to take me quite a bit to get everything in here. So as it turns out, this is my temporary solution to get everything into the ME system. I've got the ME interface in there and it's just dumping stuff in. It was easier than trying to move this stuff. I tried using the block mover on this locker, and I ended up actually crashing my game and losing the contents of one of the lockers when I tried, so we're not doing that again. This does, however, appear to be draining everything, and we're doing good. I think I need to make it, though, so that dirt and cobblestone and sandstone and all that junk either gets compressed down immediately, or it needs to be stored in barrels, because I don't want that wasting storage crate space. Alright, rather than finish up this episode inside staring at stone, I figured I'd go ahead and finish it up outdoors. We can see all the nice stuff growing in the garden here. We have the magical crops for obsidian, coal, gold, and Certus quartz, as well as some Rotorcraft canola, the mandrake, and I believe that's belladonna. I want to thank you all for stopping by for this episode, even though it was kind of dull. I mean, it was just ME systems everywhere. And it's not even pretty ME systems, it's storage crates and storage buses and stuff, so it's interesting to say the least. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a message below. And as always, this is Marat28 saying have a good day. That sounded really derpy. Oh well, we're doing it.